Over the last few days, we had so many games, some I'm seeing for the first time, some world premieres. We had the women-led showcase, the Latin America Games Showcase, the Xbox Games Showcase, the PC Gaming Show, Day of the Devs, Future Games Show, and Ubisoft Forward. I will be releasing videos for these today or possibly tomorrow, so be sure notifications are on so you can be notified when I drop those videos. But in this video, we're going to be covering some games that caught my attention from the women-led showcase, the Latin America Games Showcase, the PC Gaming Show, and Future Games Show. What's going on, everyone? My name is DJ CS, and welcome to an all-new video here on my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please subscribe and turn on notifications to get notified every time I upload a new video. I do my best to cover news on games like GTA, Kingdom Come Deliverance, and many more. As much as I'd like to cover all gaming news, there's just not enough time in the day. If you enjoyed this video, please drop it a like and let me know your thoughts on the games I've selected down in the comments. So during the women-led and Latin American Games Showcase, we saw a lot of games we saw previously in other showcases, but there were also a few new games as well, or at least new to me. The first one being Hides, Haunt, and Seek by Small Games. This was originally revealed 10 months ago, but this is the first I'm seeing it. At first I wasn't sure about this game. I wasn't sure if it was a top-down, first-person, but I believe it's both. Seems like a less scary but more fun Phasmophobia. While they didn't mention in the trailer while that catchy song played, Steam has it as a multiplayer where you play as the Hunter or the Haunter, which kind of makes me less interested to play it, but it definitely seems like a fun time with friends. I can see this being kind of a sleeper of a game that catches on like Among Us or Lethal Company. No release date just yet, and I believe this will be available on Steam only. Keeping in the horror realm, in Woodside, you play as Grace, who needs to investigate, explore, and survive supernatural beings that terrorize a British village. Not sure how spooky this will be, but it definitely piqued my interest, and I will be keeping an eye out for it. Woodside is a third-person survival horror adventure made by Paper Flower Games. No release date just yet, and I believe this will be a Steam exclusive as well, PC exclusive. The first game from Latin America Games Showcase is The Path into the Abyss. The trailer was all in Spanish, so allow me to loosely translate thanks to Google. In the interwoven line of time, here in this already inhabited land they arrived, the first. They said they were here on the plain where today we cover our body with the gray mantle of this desolate city. They, the longing travelers of the sea, born from the continent of Los Reyes, without knowing what was in store for them, with sweat and tears, they built their mud houses and they planted life. Sharing with others whose nature I did not know, and with more force than ever, they fought to maintain their roots, their beliefs. I was there. There is something different that lives deep inside. It is like a shadow. Now I feel it with me all the time. This was told from different people with different perspectives, and again, translation from the YouTube transcript and Google Translate. Into the Abyss by MXR Productions is a first-person open-world survival horror taking place in Buenos Aires that kinda gives me Fallout 4 vibes. Like something clearly happened here, the city is destroyed, there's giant monsters. It seems like you will fight both creatures and people like you would in a post-apocalyptic time period where it's everyone for themselves. No release date, and this will be available on Steam. From horror to mystery, we dive into the world of the Midnight Crimes. Artistically, this game looks like a Telltale game. More so, it reminds me of A Wolf Among Us, which we are still waiting for the sequel to, but The Midnight Crimes by Deadly Crow Games is a point-and-click detective adventure game. You're a retired PI who is investigating the case of a missing child, but also dealing with your past demons. The point-and-click of it makes me less interested, but the graphic design is enough to make me want to play and check out this game, which will likely be very story-heavy. No release date, and this will be available for the PC, next-gen consoles, and Nintendo Switch. Okay, back to horror, with Tenebris Somnia, which features a mix of live action and 8-bit. Tenebris Somnia, which is Latin for Dark Dreams, made by Andreas Borhi and Tobias Russian, I hope I'm saying those names right, is a 2D survival horror game featuring puzzles and terrifying creatures. While it isn't generally a game I play because of the 8-bit look of it, the blend of live action is what makes me want to play this game. A demo is out for this game, but no release date just yet, available only on Steam. And the last game for the Latin America Games Showcase, but not the last game in the video, is an alien abduction game called Stay With Me by Dreams of Having Games. It is a first-person found footage style psychological horror game taking place in 1999. A young woman disappeared in a forest and the only thing found of her was her camera, so you will relive her last hours. Spoilers, I guess. Not much else to really go on, I don't need much else, you have me at psychological horror. No release date just yet, it's slated for a 2024 release, so it should be coming out soon, and this will also likely be a Steam/PC exclusive. On to the PC Game Showcase, where I actually reacted to this live over on the Cool Kids Table Twitch channel, along with fellow Cool Kids Table members Them Demo, Rods Caden, and Sir Reldar. The show itself was a little rough to watch. We saw a lot of games we had already seen, but also quite a few games I was seeing for the first time. Starting with Steel Seed by Storm in a Teacup. It's a stealth action-adventure game set in a sci-fi world with robots and cyborgs. You play as Zoe with her trusty drone Kobe, who will likely guide us through the game and teach us the new mechanics as we play. Not much is told about the game from the trailer or by Steam even, just that Zoe is on a journey through an underground facility run by AI and is searching for answers and keys to the survival of mankind. Seems like a fun game, kind of reminds me of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. It will be available on next-gen consoles and through Steam, no release date yet. Taking place in 1944 with what I believe are Nazis, the Sumerian Six by Artificer. In this top-down stealth game, you play as 6 members of the Enigma Squad, a team of the world's greatest scientists who must use their skills to conduct secret missions in their fight against the Third Reich. With real-time stealth mechanics, you'll play as the old man, who seems to use electricity, the siblings, I'm not sure what their tactics are, the mentalist, who will use technology for cloaking, the chemist, who melts people with acid and such, and last but not least, the werebear, who turns into a bear. The whole aesthetic of it gives me League of Extraordinary Gentlemen vibes, and while it's not normally a game I would play, it seems to draw me in. I'm not sure, and there seems to be no mention if this is multiplayer or single, and you will control all 6 members. No release date, only available on PC. Did you like Twisted Metal? Well, then you'll love this next game. Fumes by Fumes Team is a fast-paced car combat game set in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. You can upgrade your car with more armor, more weapons, more tires, and more. No word on if this is an online PvE or a single-player facing AI or both. No release date just yet, and will only be available on Steam. Do you feel like seeing more horror games? Well, too bad. Dive into the first-person shooter survival horror game of Phantom Line, made by Anti-Static Studios. You are part of a SWAT team sent in to contain the anomalies of this post-apocalyptic land set in the European continent. Co-op of up to 4 players is available, no release date, and only available on PC. Not enough action for you? Well, here's Killing Floor 3, made by Tripwire Interactive on the Unreal Engine 5. Killing Floor 3 is a first-person survival horror game where you face waves of Zed hordes. There's not much of a story to these games, at least I don't really remember there being one when I played Killing Floor 2 forever ago, but if you're looking to kill zombies and monsters in an alternative to COD Zombies, here's Killing Floor 3. Coming out for the next-gen consoles and PC coming early 2025. If zombies and monsters aren't your thing, but you're still looking for that high-action feel, I Am Your Beast is a first-person shooter featuring stealth tactics, environmental takedowns, and some very useful weaponry. You play as a retired secret agent, Alfonso Harding, who has been asked to do one more job too many times, and after declining the latest mission, becomes the latest target. Made by Strange Scaffold, at first it looked like a VR game. It definitely gives me Hitman VR vibes, but this game will be available on PC August 15th and iOS August 28th. A demo will be available now until the 17th on Steam. We were introduced to the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita Revenge just a few days ago, and at the PC Gaming Show we got a look at a new retro arcade game with G.I. Joe Wrath of Cobra. You and up to 3 of your friends can play as the G.I. Joes, including Snake Eyes, Duke, Scarlet, Roadblock, and more. I was never really into the G.I. Joe series as I never watched the original cartoon or read the comics, but this looks like a fun game to play with friends. No release date was given, and I guess it was initially going to be out in 2023. Made by Maple Power Games, it will be available on PC, Mac, and the Nintendo Switch. And the last game from the PC Gaming Show we will talk about in this video is yet another horror game, Still Wakes the Deep. It is a first-person narrative horror game made by the Chinese Room, taking place on an oil rig in the middle of the ocean. Something seems to have attacked the rig just as we're fired from our job. The game seems like you maybe don't fully see the monsters, just quick glimpses here and there. It seems more psychological than action survivor, as I don't see any weapons being used. We won't have to wait long to play this one, as it will be out June 18th on PC and next-gen consoles. From the Future Game Show Summer Showcase, they showed a new first-person action survival horror game, Numata, where you play as a detective trying to solve the case of missing people while trying to piece together your own memories and not succumbing to the horrors that lurk in the shadows. Kind of sounds like a game we talked about earlier. Anyway, made by Deadbolt Interactive, this game is slated to come out later this year for the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series consoles, and PC. that is going to do it for this video. What did you guys think? Any games catch your eye? Any games you will for sure be playing? If and when I play these games, they will be on my Twitch channel. Link is down in the description. Still got a lot more games to cover, so if you're new here, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. If you enjoy this video, drop it a like. All your interactions with the video help to tell YouTube to promote it. My name is DJ CS. Thank you for watching. Have a good one, guys. And as always, don't forget to tip your DJ. Later, dudes.